So, yeah, what are we going to talk about today? Mm, Today, let's make sure these eyebrows is right, nice and covered. Hair's all crunk and crazy and unkept like it should be. Let's go. Let's see who's going to be the first one. Yeah, I knew it. Colette, you're always first. You always get here first. How's everybody doing? Hey, nieces. I hope you made a lot of money today. I didn't see a lot of people go live today. I think people were like, I think yesterday people were still kind of going, and then today, yeah, you're freezing your ass off. It's like it's been raining today over here. It's not cold at all. Hey, Kaylee, had a great nap, no work. That's what's up. Napping. It's like naps. We were like, whatever naps, and then as we got older, it's like, oh, dude, a good nap is like medicine. 15 degrees. Mm, that's pretty cold. Yeah, I think it's like 70 here or something. Maybe not 70, but it's kind of cool. So maybe it's like 59. But I don't think you care. Call it. You know, like it's 15 degrees here. It could be 40 over there, and I'd still hate you. I hope. I know Heather made a lot of money today. Sometimes when I see people do shops and they run into problems, I'm like, that's why I don't do shops. And then the next thing I know, they're like, yeah, so I made $40 that hour, and I'm like, damn, okay, maybe I messed up. Yeah, yeah. It's like a shower, right? You gotta go take a shower. My son told me, Dad, why isn't there something where I can just like, I'm like, you want to just walk into a room and walk out instantly clean, right? Like you hate the act of having to take a shower, right? He's like, yeah, like I just wish. Well, maybe I was like, maybe you can invent it someday. That's what our parents would tell us, right? Why isn't it like this? And then our parents would say, maybe you can invent that or one day. So that's what I told my kid. I'm like, nah, man. Now taking a bath or like a shot, like a bath especially, right? It's like this big process. You get your little wine, your crackers, your cheese, a little tablet. We put the water on. You go outside and make sure everybody like basically who needs what. You thirsty? You hungry? Here's what you're gonna do in the next hour. If you knock on this door, something's gonna happen. But like I'm gonna set it up. You light the candles, the incense. You got the record player, and it's like your own little vacation. And it's just a bath. It's just the thing kids don't want to do. But as an adult, we're like, oh man, what I would give for a nice, silent, quiet, long, hot bath. Ugh. Just saying that aloud makes I might take one here later, like for sure. That's definitely gonna happen. Thank you for that. I was like thinking, like, man, I need something good later. Super hot bath. Thanks for joining me here in this boring live. I don't dash. I just talk about it. So yeah, I deliver. The end. Will you ever see me doing it? Probably not. No, I'll probably do it someday, just so I could laugh at my orders. Just so that when like I'll probably put a link to Matt's channel after I do some like dashing videos. So it's like, oh, so that's how that joke began. Heroes' orders are completely opposite than Matt's. So Colette, what you doing? What you up to? I forget that it's like 10 a.m. over there, Colette. Hmm. Okay, now that everyone's gone, I can nerd out. All right, what are we doing here? Does anyone remember this classic film, Colette, Rookie of the Year? It's about a young kid who has an injury to his arm. I'm just drinking coffee and watching lives. Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, lives. I love just scrolling through lives and see what everybody's doing. I like Hero is story time. This is Hero's world where I just talk a bunch of nonsense about nothing. You're not going to get anything out of it. You're not. This isn't going to make your life better. You probably won't be entertained or laugh, but I will. So that's cool. So yes, Rookie of the Year. It's a cool little film. I mean, it's an interesting like idea. They capitalize on the idea of like basically kids wanting to do adult stuff, right? And so what this was like if you're a kid who likes baseball, it's in a cast. It heals a little too well, and the ligaments are very tight. I don't know. They explain it in the film. It's nonsense. It's ridiculous. But basically, his arm's awesome now, and he can like throw 100-mile-per-hour fastballs. Like it's crazy. He actually signs a deal in the majors and like joins the Cubs. It's a cool little film, man. It's a cool little film. Oh, there's actually someone here watching me. Ooh, oh, that's what I'll do. How do I add something? Start a poll. Ask your Ninja Turtles one or two. Let's see. My favorite is The Natural as far as baseball. Baseball film. So I'm not really a baseball film guy. I'll actually like get roasted for this. I don't remember Field of Dreams. I've never seen it as like an adult. My baseball films are it's Rookie of the Year, which is what I was saying about The Sandlot. The Sandlot might be like the best one. Major League One and Two, um, Angels in the Outfield. Those are funny enough. They're all kids kind of films, but like that's yeah. Maybe not so much Angels in the Outfield, but yeah, baseballs. Yeah, soccer. There's only one, the Big Green. Unfortunately, football films are like incredibly difficult to make. So it's really like Remember the Titans, and that's more to do with other stuff than football and then Any Given Sunday. You're killing me, Smalls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw Sandlot in theater. I think when it was like with Rookie of the Year or something. I remember them being like together. But yeah, hockey. I mean, hockey's hockey. You know what it is. It's the Mighty Ducks. Oh, yes or no? Are you getting DoorDash orders while on live? Um, no, no. So who Nieces? Listen, Nieces. I don't need that kind of negative energy here in my own channel. So please don't do that. Actually, I appreciate you pointing out my stupidity. I'm debating whether I want to see Ninja Turtles one or two later because I'm gonna make some pizza later. That's my whole thing. I'm gonna make some pizza and I'm thinking pizza Ninja Turtles are kind of like that. So then I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to see any of the newer ones. I'm thinking the old school, the originals. And I don't know if I want to see the third one because it kind of gets a little silly with the time travel stuff. Although time and space kind of is my bag, I'm leaning towards one. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. There is no more voting. There's no more voting. We're done. I messed up. I have to press buttons and type. Not sure how to answer. No, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good. I'll just There's so few people here. I don't even know why I put up a poll. I can just say, hey, one or two persons, what do you think? And then they can just chime in with what they think. It's not. I don't know why I felt like I would be so lazy. Oh, I can't read all of these hundreds of messages. I just want to quickly look at the poll to get the answer. No, no, I can scroll through the one or two people here. So, hockey. You got the Mighty Ducks. There are other hockey films, but the Mighty Ducks trilogy really gets it. The Samurai one. Okay, so the Samurai one is the third one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. And that's the one where they, trade places with the. Yeah, that one's a good one. I like 3 because I like time travel, but on rewatches, it's a little silly. I like 1 and 2. Everyone's trying to make me leave his chat. Yeah, we got to get this down to 1 or 0 for me to end up getting out of here because I'm just talking to myself, and if I see people in here, I got to keep talking, and I just want to keep. So, soccer. I don't know if it's because soccer is boring. I don't think it's actually boring. I know for a fact it's because I don't understand the rules enough, but for soccer, it's the Big Green. It's the perfect soccer film. I think it's the only soccer film. I don't know if there's any other soccer films to tell you the truth. Hello, Melanie. That joke's over. No more trying to get people to leave. Aw. um, baseball. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's some other baseball films. Oh, maybe the Scout. Is it the Scout? I mean, there's some good ones. The one with Keanu Reeves, but baseball has a lot of hardball, like or Moneyball, like yeah. Um, with basketball, the best basketball film is Teen Wolf. That's the best basketball film there is. Best boxing film is Teen Wolf 2 with my boy Jason Bateman. Mm, I hope everybody had a good day, made a lot of money. Um, hey Deb, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're icing up or it's healing. Hero, much love. Thank you, Junebug. Thank you. You do have the power to put MD in. Although if you did, he'd probably get frustrated and take his toys and juice box and go play in the other playground. So I don't know if you want to do that. You're welcome to. This is your bag. You do what you want. You're the commissioner. I'm just here throwing the football around. Start therapy tomorrow? Oh, okay. Hey, what up, Mike? I think you made a lot of, I think you made good money, Deb, compared to a lot of people. Hey, what up, Father? Hey, thanks for joining. Father, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 or 2. What do you think I should watch later? Of the originals. I'm gonna make some pizza. I got some good pizza. It's gonna be so I like 1 and 2. The beginning to part 2, everyone's eating pizza. Like it's literally a montage of the city and everyone's just grabbing slices and eating and just like the original, yeah. The original is really cool. I actually liked part 2 the most for a while. 2 and 3 were my favorite, and 1 I was like, eh. But as I got older, like literally from kid to teenage, I was like, oh man, 1 is like, and now as an adult, nothing beats the original is like way ahead of its time. Original. Hope all is well. Yes, sir. I'm just bored for a little while. I'm not gonna be here for like a long, long time. I'll do my couple fake outs and dip out. But I'm just saying hi. Today, there's. I mean, it was a slow day for the gig. I didn't see Matt. I don't think Matt went on. I don't know. Getting the son from school. Yeah, he's here now. He's chilling. He does his homework at school now. I hate when they do that, right? I did my homework at school. I mean, it's smart, but then they forget how to do homework. It was snowing hard, and I put a short on my channel. Nothing special, just snow. Mm-hmm. sports. Football, like there, I will give it to any given Sunday. It's good. I don't know if like to tackle football is like wild, man. Like I don't know. And of course, boxing got Rocky. Like there's certain films or certain series that are like y'all got it, y'all got it, and now you like this format of making films about this sport is kind of done. Now we can do other stuff about it. That's why I liked Moneyball because it was all about stats and stuff like that. I'm glad you popped on to say hi. I'm here to say hi. Hey, father. You should be gaming, bro. I thought you need the G's, or what do you call them? The achievements, the G's, bro. You got G's. The little G's pop up like only 0.1% of people are this lonely and miserable to accomplish that. I got one of those. Why are you not working? I don't really work after this point. I after I get my kiddo, he's here, and then I'm just home. I work mornings till he gets out of school. Smash that like button. Yeah, yeah. I want like 100 likes. I think we can get to 100. We're almost there. According to my calculations, if I get 7 likes for every 17 minutes I'm here, in approximately 18 hours, I will have 100 likes. Let's go. The Hero Marathon has begun. Was that an HBO series about the Lakers called? It was kind of odd, but I watched it. I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it. Oh man, I say bro, man. I don't. There's no sexist stuff. I say man, bro, or dude. I'm not. But yeah, I didn't hear about that one. I want to check it out though. I try to get on, but I'm very busy all the time. Everybody is. I feel you, man. I mean, like it's the community is growing, and then you're trying to give. It's people are spread thin. If people just pop in and say hey and pop out, I'm like, dang, I can't believe I got like that's some attention. That's an extra second from somebody. You may be there faster than you think, hero. Let's go. No offense taken. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like to explain myself. Ninja Turtles don't exist, by the way. Hysterical, hysterical. The secret of the ooze. Yeah, you work. I know who you work for. You work for the company. Yeah, the cover up bros. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ninja Turtles don't exist. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ditto, fig. Have to pop in when I can. All right, all right. So let's talk about the real thing, right? All right. So on these little remotes, right? You see that bottoms crap? I know what y'all are gonna say. I know y'all are thinking. Y'all are thinking it. Why do I have those? I have 4 or 5 apps. I want those buttons. Well, on your phone you can get or you can program. No, no, no. I want the standard, regular remote that comes with my TV. I want it to say. I want to program it. I want to say this is Netflix. That is Tubi. This is that. This is that. Because I'll be pressing Disney Plus or some crap that I actually, not that I don't even have it. I hate it. If it pops up, I get upset because it's not even installed. And then it's like, hey, do you want to install it? You have the password to add the app. And I'm there trying to get back to like I meant to press pause. Like I'm so freaking annoyed I have to exit out of here, go back to the previous app I meant to do. And I can't even do that because it's not one of the programmable buttons because y'all wouldn't let me do it. Sorry. Remote controls don't exist here. I agree. This is not real. This not blurry object in my hand that I'm able to rotate does not exist. I'm not talking about fuzzy things in the sky with blinking lights in the dark. I'm talking about this object I hold in my hand very close to the camera. Yeah. Look at these things. It's like they figured, oh, we'll make it really annoying, so annoying they'll pay a subscription service to this app that they don't want. And that's not going to happen. So yeah, I get annoyed with that. I get annoyed with that. In fact, this one has a sleep button right above the pause. The sleep button right there is above the pause. Press play. So if you're like going, let me pause, let me resume. Oh, you want us to turn you off in 10 minutes? No. No, I do not. But now I have to go and cancel it, and I don't know if I don't know. Like, I do know but my brain becomes more stupid as I get more annoyed, right? It's like I'm annoyed now, so my brain isn't working at full capacity because it's annoyed that it's even having to work. It's like, bro, I was doing all this stuff now. Now you want me to do what? Because you did what? And so it's just one of them things. Thank you for listening to me, Colette. You're the only one. You're the only one who cares. You're the only one who truly listens to my rant and cares. Everyone else is here just for the, I don't know, the background. Ooh, this lovely background. I'm just kidding, Daniel. I'm just kidding, man. All right, I've ranted about sports films, remote control buttons. What else? What else we got here today, right? Are you still watching and you have to hit a dang button? All hail ceiling. Yeah, it's like it looks like I have a halo almost. Like if I go like this, it's like the light is forever and ever. Yeah. But yeah, it does suck when having to. I hate it. I hate it. Netflix or you go to resume, but it like kicks you back out of the episode you're in to then. It's I don't. I get annoyed. These things should get to know us. Like I don't change my habits that much, right? It's just okay. I went over here for a few seconds longer, and now I came back, and then went. But nothing's changing. I'm not like, oh, this time I'm not gonna press back. I'm gonna no, no. It's the same standard old crap. And the smart TVs are not smart. That's frustrating. Ceiling is the new chair. If I may put stuff on the wall. If you're that committed, send me a program remote and I'll paint the buttons for you. $50. Joking slash not joking. Oh, that's funny. I mean, isn't the TV watching us watching it? It should know. Yeah, exactly. I know it has a little camera on there. It's like we don't have a camera on here yet. As the light in your room changes, the TV lighting changes, and you're like, "Whoa, come on!" Oh no, it's a sensor. It's just a sensor. It's not a camera. Yeah, right. And my phone isn't listening to me and sending everything I do throughout the world to everybody. That's why I be messing with my phone. I'll be like, "Yep, I hope this other team I don't like wins." Like I'll say and do stuff in front of my phone when it's off just to mess with whoever's watching in that computer in the basement of the FBI, whatever. I mean, isn't yeah, because the little sensor, I noticed it. It has that little thing where even your phone doesn't listen to you. Yeah, it does. The phones listen to you, but they listen to the wrong stuff. You'll be yeah, you'll be like uh trying to get to an address and then it's like, do you want to use voice command? And it's like navigating you out of the thing. I swear there's times where I disable stuff, like disable voice command for all time, uninstall, force stop, remove, no permissions granted. And the next day it's freaking Alexa. Hello, hero. Would you like us to? And I'm just like, no, dude, I'm trying to like press confirm so I can get some money from DoorDash. I don't need Alexa to help me. It's frustrating. I think a lot of people miss your jokes, Mad. I'm sorry. I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, bro. I think a lot of people miss them. Nah, I'm just kidding. I might be the only one. In a phone call, you mentioned Wendy's, and all of a sudden, everybody is saying Wendy's. Yeah, yeah, that happened to me, Nieces. I said something, and then like Amazon, Facebook, or whatever. It's like, nah, that's too on point. That's no coincidence. He said no one listens to you, as even your phone doesn't. What up, hero? Keeping it real live. What's up, man? How's it going, dude? Sorry, I'm leaving. Mad. You don't have to leave, man, but if you do, I understand. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I Mad left because of me. That stinks. I think his jokes are going over my head. Colette understands this turmoil. No, this, I can't. My brain isn't functioning. I see Colette. I'm like Forrest Gump. Colette has a way of talking that makes sense to Forrest. Man, there's a lot of people here. Okay. Okay. Superman versus Batman. All right. The classic verses of all time. Now, the funny thing is, there's rarely people that are like in the middle, like, well. So what it usually comes down to is kryptonite, right? You take away kryptonite, Superman wins. When my daughter was 2, she got a hold of my phone and texted 10 numbers, a bunch of gibberish that contained the words government and. Whoa, that's scary. I mean, just random, right? Or just swiping, things will like pop up. Dang, man, I hope barely slept for 2 days. Yeah, I would have been like, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, do I call somebody? Does that make it worse? Do I just wait and pray? Like, whoa. My name is Sherwin Frederick. That's a cool name. SF. Sherwin Frederick. Well, as long as it ain't sure lost Frederick. Sure, because sure, not one of the numbers text anything back either. Whoo wee, man! Just listening to that made me like get warm. I was like nervous, like I got anxiety just hearing that. Like, oh my god, because when I was younger, I did some stupid crap like that in an airport. I was a kid. I was a very, very young kid. I'm not gonna say what I did, but I said something verbally that what was a joke in my mind, and I learned right quick. Um, this ain't the place for those jokes. There's a time and place, and an airport ain't one of them. Getting so many spam calls. Pretty sure it's tax season. I haven't. Well, no, I've gotten calls. I just don't answer them. But I've gotten a lot, like at least a couple per day, like 3, 4 a day of like just weird numbers, even ones with my area code. And I'm like, mm. At the time, I was managing a friend's Facebook page called Conspiracy Theories Incorporated. Yeah, I think it's definitely that. Especially because sometimes they'll be like, "We're with the law offices, and your tax resolution, da 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 da." Like, in order to avoid, jail time, like they get real good at it, man. Sometimes they don't even sound like bots. It's literally like a person, like, "Hello," and they'll do pauses, like they're picking, like literally sounding like they're a person at a desk. If you block the number, it helps. Yeah. I need to do that. But sometimes I don't know if it's an actual bot. So I'm just like, well, I don't want to do that. And then one day it's actual something. They have to call and leave a message. If they leave a message, I'll check it. But they don't bother me. I have to turn my phone off due to it. Like 20 a day. Yeah, Nieces. I get a lot. Like thinking about it, I hadn't really thought about it. But how many calls lately I've just been ignoring? It's been crazy. I check my VM and there's the same thing from all different numbers. I blocked so many. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I don't even. I try to check my voicemails as I get them because they'll pile up. Like if I just like, I'll check them at the end of the day. Those bots are crazy, man. I don't even know. I don't even put my phone number into systems. I guess it's going through anyway, but like I don't. My phone number isn't being recorded anywhere. Let's see. I got 6 people and 9 likes. 6 people with 9 likes. You know what that means. It means heroes. Oh, there's a 10th like. The joke has now died. Let's see what else. I really want to see Gladiator 2. I think it's been a while. My ex see with movies like that, I'm kind of like it's probably gonna be crap, but I want to check it out. Then it comes out, and I'm at that moment like I definitely don't want to see it. And then if I wait long enough and watch it, I'm usually happy with it. If my expectations are like zero, it's usually all right. But if I go into it like, man, I hope it's decent and it sucks, no good. Mm, let's see. Right. Superman, Batman. A lot of people are just like, well, it all comes down to kryptonite. If there's kryptonite, it's just not as good. Yeah, I bet. I guess for the visual. I mean, the people that made it probably knew. Like, we're gonna make it at least entertaining. I mean, it does have Denzel. There's not much Denzel stuff I've seen where I'm like, okay, that sucked, you know. But Batman versus Superman, kryptonite, no kryptonite, right? A lot of people forget that Superman also has the weakness of magic. So, for whatever reason, Superman magic no good. So I think that Batman would definitely be able to hang there for sure. There we go. Man, I got to see my Nintendo and everything. One of the last superhero series I actually enjoyed. So I got really sad with Ultron because Ultron's my G. Like I like Ultron. Ultron, the takes over computer, android, whatever. Like Ultron should have been so like so good, man. Ultron, and then with Tony Stark and like the tech suits, like oh man, Ultron could have like had a part one and part two. That's how badass. Yeah, in the films, yeah, mad in the films. In the comics, Ultron's a badass, but like yeah, Ultron. Man, and the I really I had such high hope. One of the last superhero series I actually enjoyed. Yeah, I actually for the longest time thought um, Infinity War was better than Endgame. Like I stood on that hill alone. I was like, no, Infinity War, Infinity War. No, I don't care. Endgames, no, Infinity War. And then like I think I had to rewatch both like a bunch of times in a row where I finally was like, all right, yeah, Endgame was better. But it did take me a couple watch because I was just like, no, but Infinity War, and then it was like, nah, bro, like really think about it, like watch each one on its own compared to the other, and I came around. Yeah, Endgame was definitely like was awesome. I was actually one that I didn't think I was ever going to see the first Avengers film. At the time when I had seen Hulk and Iron Man, uh, I as I realized what they were doing, I thought, oh, this is gonna be such a cool thing. Now, this is at the time, so this is gonna sound silly me saying this now, but at the time, I thought what they're doing is so crazily, fantastically awesome. The idea that they're gonna do this and then they're gonna have the Avengers film, like I'm probably not gonna make it to see the film. I really did think like that's I'm not something's gonna happen to me where I'm not gonna be able to see the first Avengers film because that's just like too crazy. So now sitting in the theaters watching the first Avengers film, like yeah, I was like this in the theater when I was sitting there in the theater watching the first Avengers film. I was like, wow, like it was just like nothing like that had been done before. Nothing like that had been done before in film, like at all. That was crazy. I mean, you'd have to go back to like Universal monster stuff where so and so meet like they just that type of like with all that. Nah, that was cool to watch. Now it's just like whatever. It's just like oh yeah, it's just Marvel. That's how they do. That's how Disney and Marvel does. But at the time, it was crazy. I forget each time I watch a new one. Yeah, a lot of the new ones I don't remember too much, but those original ones I remember. I remember seeing Thor in theater with 3D goggles. It was all right. When it was snowing, when they went to like the Frost Giant, that was cool in 3D because it was like whoa, like this is like it actually looked like snow was falling around. It was pretty cool. The Loki series is cool. I liked the Loki series. I liked a lot of the actors. Like pretty much everyone in the Loki series. Did y'all read the comics also? I have a good amount of comics. Like I got comics, yo. Um, yeah. I don't know a lot about a lot, but I know stuff. Now, anything new, I don't know nothing about. Like anything new, I don't know. Like I've never read the Red Hulk. Like I don't have any comics with the Red Hulk in it. I have older stuff through like, you know, I know about the Red Hulk and who it is. Like I know like from reading, but comic related, a lot of new stuff. Now I don't know new stuff, but just yeah. And I'm a superhero. I know all the hero stuff. That's my jam. One series I highly recommend. It's a graphic novel. It's called Red Sun. They made a animated rated R movie about it. It's Superman called Red Sun. Definitely get it. It's a graphic novel. It's just a standalone. It's like a what if. It's really good. I read a good amount of comics, but we didn't have a comic store near when I was a kid, so I only got to read what I could get hands on. Seeing them come to life was crazy. Yeah, we didn't really have bookstores or comic stores or anything like that. It was the mall. At the mall, they had a little bookstore, and it was right next to the toy store. And that's where I got all my Goosebumps, and I would get like one comic here and there. Comics were like not economical to purchase for me because I couldn't find a used comic place. So comics, it was like the price of a book almost. Like, or not really, but like I would get my Goosebumps books. That's what I would get. I wouldn't I could only purchase a few amount of comics as a kid. Now as an adult, I can go get 50-cent dollar comics from the half price bookstore. I was slightly disappointed with the X-Men though. Yeah. I like the X-Men films. It's tough. Like one and two are good. I even liked three-ish. Like it's tough because when I watch them, my brain tries to hold on to the best parts and forget the crappy parts. But they're tough to rewatch. I don't even remember Apocalypse or I do like Days of Future Past. Yeah, that one's good. The Rogue cut's cool, if only for the idea of using Rogue as a conduit for the power. Like that was a smart. I like when they use smart writing. Like it doesn't even have to look cool or make it just smart. Like this is something Rogue can do that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, I like the X Men. I have all sorts of comics. I got Ghost Rider, Superman, some Batman, Spider Man for sure, Cable, um, Ultra Force from yeah, Ultra Force is like a that's my little. I even have Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy comics. One of the Spider-Man movies came out on my son's birthday. I took my boys to the midnight showing, let them skip school the next day. I was fine. That's awesome. That's all. Scarlet Witch was epic, but I feel they could have done better. She was cool. Um, they tried to tackle her thing as far as in the multiverse of madness, but in the comics, man, she was crazy powerful. She had a whole the House of M where she like rewrote reality using her powers. So like that was cool. Um, I wish they would do like a Age of Apocalypse mini series. But you know what? They couldn't really do. I guess they're kind of X-Men 97 is good. If y'all have ever seen the original X-Men from the year 1996, I guess, because it's this new one's X-Men 97. But the original X-Men 90s animated cartoon series on Fox or whatever, they brought it back and it's really good. Like really, really, really good. The cartoon series is good. Yeah. My favorite of all the series are the 90s. The 90s animated Spider-Man, the 90s Superman, the 90s Batman. Yeah, and really you can't they hold up. They hold up and they're straight from the comics. That's what's weird. The X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman ones, they all were like felt like they were in the same universe almost. And they were like literally stories from the comics put onto the screen. So that was good. I really liked them. They're the best. And the funny thing too is am I still good? All right. The funny thing too, have any if any of you guys have seen the movies The Brady Bunch, the movies, the Brady Bunch movie or the Brady Bunch sequel, the movie, Greg Brady, the actor who plays Greg Brady in those films is the voice of Spider-Man of the 90s animated cartoon series. So it's super cool because when I was watching the Brady Bunch films, I'm listening to him like, man, he sounds familiar. Right? Like I can hear it, and then I looked him up, and I was like, I know he does it, and I looked, yeah. If you go look up the 1990s animated Spider-Man series, who voiced Peter Parker Spider-Man, it's the actor who played Greg Brady from the movie, the movie they made, the two movies, the Brady Bunch and the Brady sequel, a very Brady sequel as they call it. Okay, there we go. Now I can scroll without this thing acting a fool. Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, Rogue, they nailed it. I, man, if it was one of those nights, I would be voicing those characters up and down. Wolverine, Cable, like I can't do Storm because she's way too epic. Oh, actually, I could. I would try and do it without it sounding disrespectful because Storm's voice in that night because they brought them all back. Almost all of the characters they could for the X-Men '97. They brought back the voice actors. Hey, what's up, Corey? Hey, man. I'm live. Just wanted to pop in. Hey, man. Thanks, dude. Cable, yeah. See you later. Be around. Have a good one, man. Make money. I am Storm. Storm and lightning. The clouds and the like. She was praying and preaching, bro. She was like she was talking stuff to some villains like vile creature. Let the like man. But like in her own way. I can't even do it. She was like dissing them in some crazy African, but get under your skin. Like you're like I don't even know. I was like, woo, roast them, Storm, get them. And then she'd send like this balls of fury and hail and brimstone and like oh man, yeah, Storm was a bad she was a weather witch. That's what I like most about Storm, right? She's not just I can control the weather. No, she's like a witch. She's an omega level mutant. Enough said. There's only so many of them in comics, and Storm's one of them. Omega level threat detected. Omega level threat detected. Oh, has anyone here seen X-Men '97? The name's Gambit. Remember it. Storm gets mad. I'm a kid on the edge of my seat like, y'all don't now. Exactly. Yup. Woo, when Storm gets mad, it's like it's crunk. Cause she's so soft spoken and wise. But when she gets mad, it's like, oh yeah. I like Storm. Cause she's just very calm and hand on your shoulder and it's gonna be okay. And then you piss her off and you know what happens to toads when they get struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. Right? Am I right? Thanks for tuning in. Y'all got to see my unkept hair. This crazy ass beard that I really wish would start to get gray. I had a gray hair somewhere one time. It was in there. I don't know what happened to it. I miss you, gray hair. If you're out there somewhere, Mister Mister Gray Hair, I miss you. Please return. They said if I plucked, more would grow. I didn't pluck, but I don't know what happened. Please, I miss you. Okay, but of course, oh, yeah. They don't make them like that anymore. No, yeah. Hmm. If you haven't seen X-Men '97, woo it is. It's. I mean, they're coming out of the season two, but for season one, it's something special. As soon as that song hits, as soon as that song hits, man, you're there. You're done. Yeah, the X Men, the original. So X-Men 97 is good on its own, but it's almost like you had to have seen, you don't had to have seen. It's for those of us who remember the original X-Men series. You can go out and still watch them. They're on YouTube, they're on Disney Plus, whatever. But like it's literally a continuation of that series. X-Men 97, I highly recommend. It's good. If you're into the series, because it's literally like you woke up Saturday morning cartoons with your favorite cereal. You're sitting there trying to keep quiet because if you wake up your parents, they're gonna tell you to turn it off or turn it down, and you don't want that to happen. So you're sitting there trying not to giggle too much. But yeah, it's literally the continuation of the old X-Men 90s cartoon show today. It's made into, sorry, it's produced and created here in the year 2024, 2025, but it takes place in the year 1997. Literally a continuation from the old series. It's awesome. It was epic as a kid. I was a tiny bit too old to be that excited about it, but I was totally excited. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so good. It's so good, and they even tackle stuff where a lot of what was in that show was basically tackling racism. That's what mutant is a metaphor for, is like not just racism, but anything discrimination in general, whether it's sex. I'm gonna sit here listening as I clean my car. I bet you don't even have to do it that much. I know your car's clean as heck, babes. So it's probably gonna take you 2 seconds. But yeah, it's mutants being a metaphor for just someone I don't like. So the fact that they're able to keep doing that in the show today, even though it's a different world today watching it, because back in the 90s, watching that kind of stuff hit hard as a kid. As a kid watching it, you're like, oh my god, like you could feel the parallels of racism for the hatred of mutants as a kid on a kid's show, right? And watching it now, it's like, well, it's going to be difficult to kind of do that again in the year 2024 in a show that's actually taking place in the year 97, but they do it. It's good. It's good. And the show is like, all right, I definitely cried at least twice. I cry a lot during certain moments in shows if they work for it. If it's earned, that's what I always say when I watch shows, movies, or read books. Earned. If you earn it, if you actually make me care about this character or something for a while, not just like, oh, this is someone you would like. Because even then, I'm like, all right, they want me to like this guy. F that. I don't want to get invested. I mean, like, you got to earn it. You got to have it earned, man. And when it's earned, X-Men 97 did it dang good, man. Like, everything, there's stakes, there's death, like, oh man, there's X-Men 97 is breathtakingly good. I will say that, and that's someone who watches a lot. Thank you all for being here. Colette, I know you're cleaning your car, so it's whatever. All right, I'm going to go check in on Kay before I start dinner. All right, much love, Junebug. Bye. Check out that show. I think you'll like it. X-Men 97. Probably has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's that good. Okay, Junebug. So what do y'all I know you're gonna say, well, we're just watching you, we're just hanging out. But why are you here? I don't understand. I don't get it. Did y'all at least bring me some food? Did y'all make me a brisket, a meatloaf? I don't even like meatloaf, but I'll eat it. This is where you bring me the little casserole, like that's covered, like, oh, hi, neighbor. Just welcome you to the YouTube neighborhood. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And I don't actually eat it. You're bored? You're bored here in my channel. You're out of here. No, I'm just kidding. She's saying I'm here because I'm bored. And you're making it. No, she's saying I'm here and bored. Okay. I'm here and I'm bored. Okay. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry, nieces. I can't. I have vegetable soup I can share. Oh, vegetable soup. Remember that? That's the stone soup fable or something, where they're just throwing stones in the pot. Stone soup. Do you remember that one? I'm very old. No, that's what I'm. No, I know nieces. I was just messing around. No, self-deprecation is kind of like my bag. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good and all warm and tingly inside. Colette knows. She's gotten me to like not do it on the regular, but mainly just in jest. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I was on mute. Dang. Oh man. I know you remind me of my son who is a comedian. All right. I hope he makes a lot of money. Is it like Jim Carrey? What kind of is it like is it like the richest comedian? That'd be great. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, nieces. I don't. I'm just saying comedian. Oh man, there's hope for me yet. Mute. Call it. I know I was muted. I was just pretending. I didn't want to actually sing in front of y'all right now. So I was like, oh, let me just pretend to sing. I wonder. Okay, so what else? What else do I got in the box? All right, Dark City. If you've ever heard of a movie called Dark City, definitely check that bad boy out. It's really good. It's really good. Any of you have record players? I have records and no record player. My ex had the record player, and that snitch took it with her. Nah, he's a beginner in local area, but super enjoys it. Oh, I bet that's the best feeling. Ooh, man, that's the best feeling ever. I bet. I don't think it's the same, but I would imagine it's like being a musician for the first time and getting paid just enough to like put food on the table. Like it's almost like it's not. It's just if I can keep getting a show here and there, you know. Yeah, like a beginning, like that's enough, right? Like, I'm not making a lot, but I got another show. All right, they invited me back. Like that that's pretty cool, man. I hope he does good. Record players are coming back. Yeah, yeah, they're everywhere. I can go to Walmart and get one. I just haven't. I'm debating whether to get like a cheap little whatever, just to whatever. My grandmother has one I really want. Well, my great grandmother who's passed away, right? My aunt has it at her house, and she's like, "I'll give it to you. I know you want it. You're one to get things and take care of them." And I told her, once I get a permanent, here's where I'm going to live place, and then enough money to restore it. I want one of those. It's one of those cabinet record players, y'all, where you can slide. It slides open, and there's a record player inside, and it looks all crazy. It's wood. So yeah, I would like to get it restored. uh, those restoration shows on the History Channel. It's like I want it done like that. I want like here's this thing. I'm never gonna get anything else restored probably ever. Take good care of it. Do it. I like to listen to music. He quit being a musician after 10 years to do comedy. That's so funny. That's so funny, nieces. Because I was just saying like it kind of reminds me of a musician, right? Where you're kind of like starting out. Man, that's funny. Hey, what's up, Allison? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Thanks for stopping in. There's nothing going on here. I'm just Colette's cleaning, Nieces is cooking, and I'm being lame. Same old, same old. Welcome to Hero. Welcome to the Heroville. Yeah, it's a cabinet player. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I when she had it, it was I never used it when I was younger, and she had those oil lamps. The oil lamps with the where the oil dripped, like the thing would spin in a light as oil went through, like on these little. Yeah, y'all. Those who know the oil lamps with the little strings it would like rot. Oh man, and it would be on the cabinet player, and it was like, damn, this place is nice as spit. But yeah, now that I actually listen to records. I'm like, man, I really want that cabinet player. I know I take good care of it, but I might go get one from Walmart like this weekend, like a cheap little. They have them cheap now. Record players are cheap. They got portable ones. Yeah, they're cool lamps, man. I don't even know how to. It has a little switch, like you just click it, click, like on the cord itself. You click, and it just lights up, and it spins in the middle, and there's oil that's like I guess like it's like lines, drips of oil that go down the line, and then it rotates. It's crazy. Like I'm sure people that are more refined and well traveled than I know exactly what I'm talking about, but I don't know. It's the oil lamps with the drippy drip. Check Temu. Colette, I hope you're doing well with the cleaning. Hope you're having a good day. Hope all is well. um, yeah, we need this thing to get down to one. Once this gets down to one, I can dip out. Until then, I got to keep talking. So, hmm, man, I should do that. That'll be my first. That's a special one. I'll do that first transformation next time. Right. Okay. We got three. I got my car clean. It'll last 3 minutes. Bye. Okay, I can't show that one. Ooh, I can show this one. Oh wow! All right. Okay. This is me with Robert England, who plays Freddy Krueger, and hold on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is me with a picture of 9 people from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. So I'm in the middle. Me with short hair. Oh, it's not that good. But, yep. Short hair hero. It was a thing. It did exist. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got to see it, Nieces? You got to see Short Hair Hero? I wasn't sure if it was kind of like clear or not. Yeah, like honestly, this is the longest my hair's ever been, and I've never really had it long. Like I've had it like longer than short, where you're like, man, your hair's getting kind of long, but no, this is like the longest for sure, like ever. It's usually been short, like a short hair, short. Yeah. Anybody remember Mad TV? Bah. The UBS guy. That's so great. And the UBS guy was like, "What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I can't like what?" Yeah, UBS guy was funny. Y'all aren't tired of me yet? Hit that like and subscribe button. Share. Send it to all y'all's friends. Make me be the next biggest thing. I want to be the Mr. Beast, the next Mr. Beast. Come on now. I'm just kidding, by the way. Please don't do any of that. That's it. I'm done. Colette. Colette, there's 2 people here. If we're good, we can get rid of them. It'll just be you and me. How about you and I go around back and oh, I used to see your comments and traders live long ago. Gotta get to see for real. Makes more sense. Yeah, right? When you're like, oh wow, that is literally not what I expected at all, but exactly what it makes sense to me for sure. Yeah. So yeah, when I talk to Trader and he's like talking to me and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, man, like, yeah, hero, like, are you my brother?" Because that was one of the first. That's kind of one of the first things I noticed with Trader was he was like, "Are you like my brother, bro?" Like, yeah, dude. Like he, it was just me being myself. Like that's what I really like about it, right? I'm not gonna go out of my way for anything. I don't have the time or energy for that. So I'm just like, hey, I like heroes and I like this and I like this and Dragon Ball Z that, and he's like, yep, I fucks with all that, and that is and that is fire. That is fire. And I'm like, what? Like, people don't say that unless they're able to confidently convey their knowledge of it, right? They're just like, oh yeah, yeah, I like that, and we've heard that. People will say that like, oh yeah, that's good, that's good, and it's just kind of like a like I've seen it. Yeah, I think it's good. But when you're like, oh, that is like this, it's almost like a. And if somebody wants to like further talk about that, I got you. And Trader, he knows anime. He knows uh, don't mess with no rats, and he hates no tippers. So off the bat, that's like where we were. But I also think too, um, our comedy, man, like comedy, like when I'm like, yeah, man, Eddie Murphy, he's like, yeah, man, that's bad, that's a dope stand up. I'm like, cool, man, because the Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious are like, oh no, oh no, oh my god, am I back? Is the connection good? No. Oh.